りしくたの輝けるむつまじく語らう日々頬なでゆく柔らかな風に優しさ感じ取りにといつまでも続いてゆくこの道は永遠の愛抱きしめて問われるほどに止めないで満ち足りたいI love you 息が止まるくらい So I miss you 強く抱きしめていつまでもIt's my love 時が止まるくらい So it's your love このままでいて永遠に白い鳥泳ぐ空青く風になぐ木立の音遠かりし山々のように揺らぐことのない想い丘の上体重見上げて強さ感じ木々に問うどこまでも続いてゆくこの道は永遠の愛まどろんで溶け出すほどに確かめて優しい歌I love you 息が止まるくらい So I miss you 固く抱きしめていつまでもIt's my will 優しい時に So it's your will 頼みを任せ流れゆくI can sing a song for you and me I can make a song for all who feel love I love you I can sing a song for you and me I can make a song for all who feel love I miss you I can sing a song for you and me I can make a song for all who feel love I can sing a song for you and me I can make a song for all who feel love I love you 息が止まるくらい So I miss you 強く抱きしめていつまでもIt's my love 時が止まるくらい So it's your love このままでいて永遠にI love you 息が止まるくらい So I miss you 固く抱きしめていつまでもIt's my will 優しい時に So it's your will 頼みを任せ流れゆく
So I ended up letting that song play almost the entire length. That was, hold on, what was the name of it? Everlasting Love. Let me be your everlasting love. Not that version though. That was from We Love Katamari. I almost just said Katamari Damacy, which would have been incorrect and wrong. And you don't want it to be either of those things. Yeah, I decided I was just going to play We Love Katamari on my own, and it crashed. So that's cool. Let me load this back up again. I hope I can actually, like, you know, play Mega Man X3 today. If it doesn't work, maybe I'll just start 9. I would really like it if it didn't crash, though. That would be very good. But yeah, I was playing Wheel of Katamari off stream. I figured it's sort of a relaxing game in some ways. I mean, in some ways it's also not a relaxing game because, I mean, most of the levels have a timer that's pretty short. And there's some levels that are really annoying, like the bear into cow level, which sounds like a Family Feud SNES answer. Like beaver and duck expert. Right, so I just gotten Blizzard Buffalo, who is weak to the Blast Hornet Bomb. And I haven't figured out what to do with his ability yet. I still haven't even fought Volt Catfish. Let's just go there. Let's just, like, actually go through Volt Catfish's level. I'm also missing a lot of upgrades. I got one, didn't I? Like, I thought oh wait, no, I didn't find a light capsule. I found a teleporter there that leads to Vile. And I died because I thought I could just wall jump that. Okay. Question is, do I want to go back down to Vile? I feel like I'd rather try to get some upgrades first before confronting him. So, you know, I think I'm just gonna move forward. As far as I can, at the very least. But Wheel of Katamari is really fun. It's maybe my favorite Katamari game, but I've found that I don't think it has the level where you start out tiny and you eventually, like, grow bigger than the earth. I think that might be in Beautiful, and as much as, like, Beautiful has some levels I'm not a fan of, that level is just one of my favorite things in gaming. It's a lot like the, it's a lot like the Full Mountain Tour in SSX3, where it's just, like, the summation of everything you've done. Maybe a victory lap, maybe just, like, you know, pure distilled everything. Still haven't figured out what to do with this. I wonder if this is something that needs a very specific weapon. Oh, that leaves ice spikes. I want to try this really quick. Okay, well that's not doing anything. So let's just move on. I think, like, Katamari at its best is similar to Power Watch Simulator in that it is, like, a cleaning game where a lot of the extrinsic motivation, or no, the intrinsic motivation, the motivation that I as a player personally feel comes from seeing a place that is just absolutely covered in garbage and slowly and steadily picking all that up. Oh, right, it's just right armor that I still can't access. You know what? I should try using a weapon one of these days. Whoops, not that way. That way? Ah, it didn't even hit. I wish this thing would stop flashing. It's kind of hurting my eyes. Do one of these. It's still flashing? I was like, does it ever stop, or do I have to just despawn it and try again? There's honestly a lot of stuff to say about Katamari as a series that I think is very positive as far as, like, you know, it's like positive, maybe not critique, but appreciation. But also, like, I think, I don't know, there's a lot of interesting artistic statements and themes in the series that I think people don't really talk about much. It's a really good game series. And while, is this the end of the level? Did I really not fight him before? It's kind of surprising. Now, if there is a level in We Love Katamari that involves going all the way from tiny dust speck to space, then it's not it's not one you reach before the credits roll. I know there's one where you start kind of small and you go to, like, continental size, but you don't leave the atmosphere, which is, you know, what I want. Also, it appears that this is not... Appears I do not have a weakness for this guy's cheekiness. But apparently his level isn't as long as I thought. Am I dead? Yeah, okay. So what haven't I tried? I haven't even gotten to Neon Tiger. I don't think I've tried Drill or Tunnel Rhino with the Ice Spike, but I'm gonna try Toxic Seahorse. Just to see if this works out or not. Because I need this Ice Spike to, like, actually help me progress. I'm still assuming Tunnel Rhino's the one that'll let me blow up all those walls. And maybe then I can start, you know, getting somewhere with this. So I was a little slow after I pressed start stream because I had just, like, while I was getting ready to do my Discord ping to show I'm going live, I read that Twitch is changing their sponsored content guidelines, and it's kind of messed up. Like, from the way it looks, they're saying you can no longer do burn-in banner ads. I remembered that time. Burn-in video ads or audio ads. And additionally, oh, there's just something up there. If you have, like, a sponsored logo, it has to be tiny. And this is, kind of troubling. Maybe not necessarily for my stream directly, but so, like, one example, or one sort of thing that is concerning is that by burn-in, they pretty much mean anything that is... Oh, I was hoping that that would, like, freeze it. They mean, like, pretty much anything that is a source on, like, OBS or XSplit. Any media that is not played through, like, Twitch's player. And this is kind of concerning because anything that has a sponsor nowadays pretty much has burn-in ads. Maybe not, like, when streamers do sponsored streams or bounties, they might have a video or something they have to do, but usually it's like ad copy reads from what I've seen. But like, think about tournaments, for examples. Any major esports tournament has sponsors that have burn-in ads under that sort of situation. And, you know, I can't imagine Twitch wants to lose, like, LCS or Rocket League or CSGO or, you know, any tournament streams that are big, that bring, you know, more than 10,000 viewers to Twitch. So, like, I don't know, will they just cut them a deal and say, no, you're okay, you can go ahead? Because that gives a weird... I mean, it's not the first time Twitch has played favorites, but that would give a weird sort of precedent of doing so. But again, it's not the first time. And this is all speculation currently. But this has worse consequences for, like, grassroots tournaments. Because, like, imagine a small fighting game tournament got a sponsorship deal from, like, I don't know, Capcom or something. Usually that would mean that you have to run a trailer for Street Fighter 6 or what have you, whatever the newest Capcom fighter is, or DLC character. But it, you know, gives them money to help get setups and organize spaces or what have you. So it's pretty important for the you know, continued running of... Oh, it looks like this is weekday. Okay, good. But it's pretty important for the continued running and organization of that tournament. Well, if they're small, then Twitch might not cut them the deal. So, like, would they just not get the deal with Capcom? Would Capcom have to suddenly rewrite all of their sponsorship deals to handle Twitch's guidelines? Or would they even want to do that? Or would they just, you know, only sponsor, like, YouTube streams and what have you? It's dumb, and it feels like a decision that was made without considering the consequences or the current state of things. God, I don't know. Tunnel Man? So yeah, it's, I mean, it doesn't really affect me. I think the only way it would affect me is if, like, say, for example, sponsored content... I mean, I doubt it would include a charity that I'm fundraising for, because I feel like that's not really paid advertising. But charity streams might have paid advertising as part of the deal. Like, think about how, like... Let's see, wait, is this, like, acidic? No. Think about, like, how GDQ is typically sponsored by, like, Power Up Audio, which helps their audio management in exchange for just sort of advertising their service. I don't know. I think, like, there's the unfortunate truth that money kind of runs the world, especially entertainment like this. And every year it seemingly gets harder and harder for smaller creative people to, like, actually get their foot in the door. And this feels just like yet another roadblock. You're still allowed to do things like play games that you're sponsored to play, which I guess is fine. But yeah, it's pretty rough and confusing. And whenever your like new guidelines are confusing, that's always bad, because it means that, you know, people get stressed more. Your like customer support and your like outreach team has to do more work. I don't know. I don't really get why they would do it, other than they want all those deals to be run through Twitch, so Twitch gets their middleman cut. Which still is kind of dumb. Reminder that Twitch is owned by Amazon. Like, the biggest company. At least on the internet, maybe. I mean, maybe not Google. One of the biggest companies. So many decisions feel like they're being made purely to extract money from Twitch without actually making the service any better, thus lowering people's interest in using Twitch. I mean, like, I doubt I would switch off, because I have somewhat of a following here. I've considered doing YouTube streams, but I just kind of don't want to deal with that right now. I like having the separate main channel and side channel, even though I barely use either. I need to export some VODs from Megamay, though. I need to make sure I do that. Okay. There it is. Like, this is a work smarter situation. Did it? Okay. I was like, I can tell that it kind of grabbed onto the enemy, but I couldn't tell what it was actually doing. Ah, these guys. Oh no. No, 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 no. Damn it. I did not want this crab thing on the wall to respawn. I'm trying to manage my respawns and it's just not going well. Does this thing get stuck? Not particularly. Oh no! Now. Am I dead? Okay, I'm alive. This section of the level is like weirdly difficult though. It's really just the drill bots with their immune to any damage drills. Absolute menaces to society, these drill bots, I tell ya. Speaking of menace to society, I probably will stream Street Fighter 6 story mode. Still undecided if I'm gonna wait till after I've done all of these, or if I'm gonna allot myself a bit of a mega break. I don't know. A mental health mega break. Wait, do I have to fight this guy again? Yes, I do. Okay. That's unfortunate. Ah. Ah. You have to stand like right on it, or else the little dildo will hit you. You can't like fall down on top of it. You have to be very precise with where you land. Bit of a shame. Oh god. Being a bit of a shame. Missing shots left, right, and center. The entire table. To make matters worse, I think I have a mosquito bite. The only thing that could make matters worse, to be honest, Real comedy of errors today. The tragic comedy of the errors of the commons. Chapter 1. Benvolio fucking dies. Okay. Ah! Okay. 1 down. 2 down. 3 down. Take this out from here with just Mega Buster. Okay. Strategic movements are what I need. Oh, wait. Right here. There we go. I could get a pretty good shot. Okay, this is the actual end of the level, right? Okay. I had to check. I want to say this is the boss room. Toxic seahorse versus tunnel rhino. Okay. Please work. It works. Okay. Oh, right. He does that. He does the wall crash. It's interesting because it's kind of like the like ground slam robot masters. Oh no, wait, am I dead? Oh my god, if I'm dead, okay, I have 1 more life. But he's kind of like the ground slam robot masters, like Hardman, where like their thing is when they land they stun you, but in this case it's if you're on the wall he stuns you, which I think is really interesting. Oh god. I might run out of ammo. Or sorry, weapon energy. Just have to time this right. Okay. Oh no. You know what? I'm gonna sub-tank it. I didn't fill it much. Oh no. Whew! Right there. Bam. Bam. Okay. Sub-tank was just enough to let me live. Okay. Tunnel Rhino. So let's see where to go first. I want to say Crush Crawfish or whatever. Crush Crawfish or Crush Crawfish, I think was the name. I want to say he had some of these breakable walls anyways. So I feel quite inclined to give him a visit. Unless I already messed up. I don't remember if there was like a pathway up there, if it was just... No, I think it was just like a health pickup. Okay. Yeah, there was something here. Really? It wasn't that, and it wasn't that. Huh. Well, that's interesting. I don't know how much that helps me. Oh, hey, it's Bite. Nice to meet you, X. I'm Bite. I've been programmed to exterminate you. Well, he exterminated me. I'll give him that. I feel like there's something I'm missing. I mean, obviously I'm missing several things, but in regards to, like, the upgrades, I feel like there's a tree I am barking up wrong. Can I even go up there? It kind of looks like it can. No, I cannot. Okay. Right. This was the room that I had, like, gone to the side and ended up skipping a lot of it. Oh, well, I see this dude. I kind of wish I skipped most of it, but there's at least a sub-tank available. And he respawned, didn't he? Yep. Wait, no. Ah, damn it. Can I respawn the dragonfly at least? I can, okay. Oh, he even helped me. Good job, dragonfly friend. Okay. Just go to the right. Thank you. Alright, that's the second sub-tank. Fuck. What do they call these things? Right, this level had another one. I think on the right side of this room, there is a wall that made a dink sound. And I don't mean like, hey there, Douglas. Would you like to see my new grill? Wait, hold on. Yes! Secret. What's he doing up there? I can't get there. Ow. Okay. So that confirms that this level has a a light upgrade. I want to say Blast Hornet had something like that. Was there something in Gravity Beetle that I needed to go back to? I'm actually just gonna exit for now, I think. Wait. Never mind, I guess I can't. I guess they made it so you can only exit stages that you've beaten. Which I guess is sort of how it's usually been. I just thought that giving me the exit at the start was a sign it was okay with me just up and leaving. There we go. Oh yeah, I said I'd talk about this yesterday, so I will. Weekly Shonen Jump time. There was a new Shoha Shoten, because it's, you know, early in the month, and that was really good. I really like Shoha Shoten. It's a good series. It's interesting because, like, I feel like there's sort of sometimes a taboo about talking about why things are funny, talking about comedy as a science versus as purely gut reaction. But I think there is value to sort of, I don't know, education on that side. Maybe education's not the best word for it. I'm gonna die to this centipede. Yeah. I mean, I kind of wanted to leave the level anyways. Oh, I have another life. But, like, I thought the discussion around distance in the recent chapter was interesting. Whoops. Essentially, the setup is that the main character is doing an event where, like, a teleprompter, or not a teleprompter, an MC gives a prompt, and all these different people in, like, the contest have to give, you know, funny answers. Was this in Grand Poo World 2? I don't remember if I brought that up last time, but yeah, this BGM is very familiar. But no, and, like, the main character is having trouble with trying to, like, be funny in a way that the judges react to. And one of the other judges talks to him to try to help sort of explain. And the way they talk about it is distance, as in, like, how long it takes to sort of connect the prompt with the joke. Oh. Why didn't I get that last time? Did I think this was a solid wall? It's very clearly not. Unless it was until I achieved some sort of story, like, flag. But no, so, like, it was just really interesting because, like, I feel like I have a tendency to go for the longer distance jokes when I'm doing things like Jackbox, which is, again, to say, like, it takes a second to think about it. It's not an immediately obvious bit. I think the one they do in, like, the chapter itself, there's a really good example where, like, the prompt is, like, name the biggest social issue in the year 2100, and everyone's talking about, like, Martians and aliens and stuff, and the main character says something about, like, future technology, but then his second answer to the prompt is, like, people are still getting used to paper straws. And, like, the joke isn't just, you know, paper straws are futuristic, it's that they're current day, but, like, people in this day are still getting used to it, and so it'd be funny if in the future people weren't used to them. I mean, I'm not. But so, like, I can explain why that's funny, but it's also just a great example of the concept that the characters talked about, of, like, an answer about future tech or, you know, stuff like that is very obvious and close to the original prompt. Whereas, you know, talking about something modern that, you know, has an extra step to why it's funny, that has the further distance. And so, like, I don't know. I like the, like, make you think jokes. A lot of my favorite stand-up bits are the ones that have these, like, really layered jokes to them. I feel like part of why I really liked James Acaster's special, the, like, four-day one on Netflix, is because it's very, very sort of interwoven with all these running gags. And any given bit in, like, the second onward episode can be a combination of any number of those running gags and callbacks. And, like, sometimes it takes the extra step of, like, connecting 3 callbacks together, which I guess is just a higher distance then. So yeah, I don't know. Just interesting stuff. So I have a drill. I feel like Crushed Crawfish has got to be weak to the drill. in that I can only really think of, like, this is the only one that makes sense from, like, the literal physical angle. Not quite the Pokemon element angle, but sort of like that. I'm still curious about this. I wonder if that's going to be like a charge weapon thing. Which I'm pretty unsure about. Oh, right. Is Bite still here? Of course he is. Yeah. Curious if he has any weaknesses. It's not weak to that. Wait, is he weak to that, or was that just a fluke? Oh man, I have to start over the level, don't I? He is tough. I think the only one I didn't try was Toxic Seahorse Ball. Acid Spit. Like Reptile. God, by the way, projectiles that send the opponent who gets hit closer to you are, like, fucked up. It's, right, in Idol Showdown, there's a character who has that on one of her normals. It's like a ranged normal that pulls the opponent closer to you, but it has a fairly decent range. So, like, it's not hard to hit people with it and just trap them close to you. Ah, had to sneeze really bad. I was just thinking about that because I was, like, part of Reptile's thing in classic Mortal Kombat. Oh, God. Okay, I don't think Seahorse Ball was much better. Man, if I can't get through this level because I can't beat Bite, that's gonna kind of suck. Just knowing that, like, I had an easier time going through it before this point in the story. I'm definitely tempted to try to check out other levels, though, to try to see what I can find. Also want to try this. Nope, okay. It's not corrosive enough, I guess. I could go back and fight Vile again. Like, I know he's there. He has one of those as well. What is... Oh! That's like pulling me in? Is that what's going on? Right, I got a ton of lives at Gravity Beetle stage. I completely forgot about that. I was sitting here like, shouldn't I be back at stage select? Okay. So the like landmine he drops seems to be able to pull me in, because it feels like I'm not able to jump off the wall as well. Can I shoot it? Is it just shootable? Nope. Oh, I guess I just have to, like, wait around a bit more. There we go. Ah, I messed up. Ah, I tried to press pause in sub-tank in time, but I was in hit stun too long. Okay, let's go to Vile. Let's see if fighting Vile gives me anything useful. Does that give me the ride armor? Because I know he rides around in a little ride armor. Just gonna just gonna kind of zoop my way through here. Okay. Into the teleporter. Teleport, Mario. Okay. Oh, right, the elevator doesn't work. Is that like... Do you need like Volt Catfish to power that? Like in Mega Man 7? I imagine that's how you activate the thing in... God, whose stage was it? Was it... Now I don't actually remember who had that, like, machine in the elevator. Was it Volt Catfish's stage, actually? That had that machine past the elevator that looked like a little Donkey Kong barrel? Something like that? I don't know. Anyways, here's Vile. I already did this. I was kind of hoping that since Byte's dialogue didn't play again, Vile's wouldn't. Ah. Oh, hey. That works. Not particularly well. That one works fine. Again, not particularly well. There we go. I'd like to not use a sub-tank here. I'd like to save them all for the Byte refight that I still have to do. The initial refight of Byte. Ow. Alright, fine, I'll do one. Do you know that Vile is an anagram of evil? And oftentimes they are used to describe the same thing. They might even be the same thing, but not really. I think they're a little different. Oh yeah, then he does the fucking flame spin. Does he have any weaknesses in this form? Please? No, I used his entire sub-tank on you, my man. You joik. Clearly I shouldn't have used the, like, slowest projectiles of all time there. I should have started with, like, the bomb or the bubble. The bomb or the bubble. The bomb or the bubble, the bang, the dang, diggy, 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 so the boogie said, I'll chump the boogie. That's what I should have done. I guess they let you charge up your sub-tanks pretty well here. I'm not even sure if he has a weakness. Skip. Do not want to deal with the grounder dudes. It almost looked like I clipped through the floor there for a second, by the way. I don't know how verifiable that is. Okay, is he gonna show up in the right armor again? He did. No dialogue. I feel like the charge shot wasn't doing much to him. At least the green charge shot. Seems like it's better for me to just do this. Ah. I don't want to get hit too many times before phase 2. I would like to live. Come on. Oh, by the way, there wasn't much else to talk about for the weekly Shonen Jump other than One Piece is absolutely wild right now and incredible. I think, so I was in the car talking to Galen of Net Server Pro about One Piece because he's been, you know, explaining and talking about FF14's story recently. I'm like, finally, I get my chance to talk about my thing. And so I talked to him about One Piece, and I was like, one of my favorite things about One Piece that makes it so, like, compelling to me is that every character exists off screen, if that makes sense. Like there's a lot of times where it feels like characters don't do much off the page, and they only really do things when they're in the story directly. What was my strategy for that? Was it just to do this and stall? Yeah. I can't tell if the little flares it leaves on the ground are actually dangerous. He's dangerous. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna have to do a bit of farming. I wish I had anything that was strong against him. Though maybe in like the current sort of, I don't know, maybe with my current strat, I can find time to like try to shoot a drill or an ice spike when he's about to jump. So like before I start to raise up and see if that works. I don't know. Seems kind of risky. But so like the most recent sort of 3 or 4 One Piece chapters have been catching up with characters who have done things off page that have only been sort of discussed. Like we just had this huge arc that, you know, followed the Straw Hats for a long time, like 2 years IRL, I think. And now we're realizing that yes, the world outside the island they're on continued to move while they were busy, and it made huge developments, and so it's just really fulfilling. It is a series that starts as one guy on a boat, and it becomes this entire global geopolitical conflict. Other series wish they had the gall to do this. The bravery. You know, Bleach, isolated to like a small town in one group of people. Naruto, pretty similar up until like the very end of the series of Shippuden, where Kishimoto was like, wait, maybe I should also do a war. I mean, Hero Academia is kind of getting there. The current arc is quite, you know, busy and giant, but again, feels, I don't want to say too little too late. I feel like that's not quite accurate. Okay, that just doesn't work. That doesn't seem to do much either. The spike, though? No, he just jumped over it. Oh, I almost forgot to do that. Yeah, I don't think anything's particularly strong based on what I have. It kind of looked like the acid bubble was good, but I don't think it was really. Oh no! No! Ah, damn it! I wasn't paying attention. Oh, man. This guy. Okay. Let's try to actually just beat Volt Catfish, I guess. And hopefully after I beat him, the Vile Elevator is still around. I just don't exactly know what I'm missing or where I can go with it. I guess the only other thing I really know of offhand is the boulders in Tunnel Rhino stage that still look like they need Neon Tiger's weapon. Just assuming things. But like once I get sort of any aerial movement, that lets me access the light capsule in Neon Tiger stage. And there's clearly something in Blast Hornet stage that I wasn't able to get. And I think, you know, as far as right armor goes, I think there was something in the underwater portion of Toxic Seahorse, or was it Crushed Crawfish? No, Seahorse. That looked like I needed right armor to like Yoshi jump off. And yeah, this is where that machine was that I couldn't figure. Okay. Just gonna skip those. As few conflicts as I can muster. The thing up here was a right armor, so I can skip it. Got hit. Not that again. There's the music. Is there like a setting for the music or something that I missed? I didn't even mess with the settings for, you know, Legacy Collection or X Collection. Also, do I have to do... No, I do not have to do a sub-tank in the middle of the level. I feel like that'd be a bit of a failure on my part. Just get me to the boss door. I know I'm almost there. Okay. I should have like 2 lives. 2 lives. That's good. Let's try out the drill. There's like a 1 in 3 chance this works. I mean, it's fine. I don't think it's actually a weakness. No, maybe it is. Maybe it is. Nah, he's getting stunned by it. So I guess this is correct. I like this, how he's like jumping in place. Can we do that a few more times, please? Oh, he's trying to do the thing where he calls lightning down, and I'm interrupting him. Interesting. That was like an advanced stun lock there. That's like punch-out mode. Finding the weak point at the right time, slam him in the jaw. Okay. Volt Catfish is down. Now, just to be safe, I'm gonna save in slot 2. Because 2 is for you, 3 is for me, 1 is for fun. Hi, Bonnie. My dog's on my bed. Aw, and she even did a little head tilt when I said that. She's so cute. I swear, my dog is so great. My family came over. Okay. I actually managed to get up there. Because I'm not ready to fight Vile yet. This is entirely to go up these elevators and try to get that thing that was by that thing that I have no idea how to activate. But no, my family came over last night for dinner, and my sister brought her dog, who is not super old, but definitely older than mine and way older than my brother's dogs. And she's a really chill dog, really friendly, very big. And my dog Bonnie just really wanted to play with her, but my sister's dog Lucy was just not in the mood. Not usually wants to play with Bonnie. Bonnie is very, very playful towards family at the least. Okay, so that's not it. That's it. Nope. It's a really cool looking weapon. What if it's the ice spike? Like that thing? No? Well, I don't know, but I'm going to let my dog out of my room. Be right back. I've done a few games on the TFT PBE. New set is weird. It's nice that it is just regular character skins. The last few TFT sets have not. Okay. This sounds right. But it's starting to seem like I am going to have to, like, revisit every level to get the secrets they hide. Because it's starting to feel like I have not done the wisest order. It is interesting that Tunnel Rhino had the thing to get into the thing in the thing. You know. So I can't activate that with anything. So it's either got to be the charge drill, or it's got to be right armor to like punch it. Ugh. I might just have to like buckle down and fight Vile, but I also have to do that for Bite, so you know, it's not looking hot. Okay. Is that supposed to be like a fan? Jesus. Yeah, I can't explode it. Like, I can't shoot it. Unless there's a weapon that would help me with it. But I'm not sure about that one, Chief. About that one, Chief. Just thinking. That's the right armor there. Okay. That's probably how you also break the, like, fence. And if you get that from beating Vile, which I'm not sure about, but I feel like that's, like, my only lead. then I would have to just fight Vile with Vile. Thinking about strategies against Bite right now. I'm not even going to talk about the PBE for the moment. Okay. So... Oh, he can charge without launching the thing? I have to activate the sub-tank before he wallops me. Oh no! Oh no, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, he's gonna do it again. Fuck. That's such a bad spot to be in. Let's, well, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted that. What's that doing? Wait, does that, like, search out other enemies? I was hoping it would pick up the guy here. Yeah, it doesn't even do that for normal enemies of that type, so... It's not a problem with dealing damage. It's purely a problem about avoiding. Dodging every loophole, exploiting every obstacle. Whoops. Okay, it seems like if I'm on the wall, I can't get blown off the wall unless I jump. Also, it seems like he's weak to drill. So that's also a good thing to note. So I don't want to hold my... Like, I don't want to keep wall jumping to reset my wall jump. I don't have any sub-tank in my bub tank. No! No, no! Oh, fuck me. So close. Okay. Man. Okay, I'm gonna do Vile. The benefit to going after Vile is also that it's like way easier to charge up my sub tank on the way to him because of that rockfall shaft. Shaft rockfall. Reporting for duty. It's like beef hard slab. Okay, yeah. Oh hey, the elevator's working. So I could just ride it, right? I guess because Volt Catfish is dead. Grandma is dead. Or no, it's more like Grandma has died. Okay. Skip that guy. I'm surprised I'm getting it as consistent as I am. Okay. Oh no, the experimental plan. It was working until it wasn't. I think I psyched myself out and accidentally fucked up the strat. Okay, let's use the blast bomb, the P-bomb. Hit P-bomb? Trying to explode for me? Yankee? Ride the elevator up and just focus on preserving health so I can fill up my sub-tanks. That might not work now because the elevator has left me. It's gone a different path. Okay. Okay, round 2 with the new experimental plan that actually seems to work really well. Maybe better than the original plan, even. Just have to keep up the rhythm, the rebel. Get the metronome on in my head. Okay, he's down. Whew. Phase 1 complete. I'm really curious about this. Okay, that didn't work. I'm gonna go ahead and heal myself. It's not much. Ah, damn it. The fire spin was like a little higher than I had hoped. Oh no, he was higher than I hoped. Man, this is hard. Because like the consistent strategy doesn't do any damage. So it puts me in a really rough spot. I can hit him with exactly 1 lemon per rep. Maybe 2 lemons. Still not much. And that's just because I'm trying to be safe. The fact that I've used up my sub-tank already isn't great. Oh no. Okay. I thought he would bump heads with me. I don't need to take a header from him. By the way, I feel like I talked about Berkey on the stream when I've talked about City SC. But Parker is also, like, just one of the best defensive players in the league, it seems. From what I've seen of this one season that City SC has been active, Parker's fucking nuts. And it's also really funny because Berkey gets super hyped for his team. He's the goalie and the hype man. And so, like, Berkey had this incredible, or Parker had this incredible save. Sorry about the plosiveness at peaking. The plosive peaking. Hold on. Parker had this incredible save, and Berkey, like, hardcore chest bumped him, like, yeah, let's go! Oh, no. Let's go! Chest bump myself. Jesus Christ. That's one of the hardest things I've ever done on stream. There's more? Right, there was a self-destruct sequence, of course. Why would he lie about that? Why am I wasting time grabbing pickups? There's hiccups to be, you know, whatevered. Oh, hey, that insta-kills. Nice. Elevator. Activate the elevator. Use the elevator and off to the rescue. It's not quite the right voice, but it'll do. Oh, Jesus. No. 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm alive. Get fucked. Kablamo. Alright. So that did that. What does that do for me now, other than ensure me that Vile is dead and stays dead, perhaps? Did the machine activate, I wonder? Time may tell. Right, there's also the health pack here that's just, like, over some spikes. And I don't know what that was about. I assumed I needed, like, air dash or something to get it. Some sort of schmovement. Because I don't think I have, like, a pickup weapon. We'll see. So the next elevator is the one that had the machine. I mean, I guess I could see if Ride Arbor works. I'm probably going back to Crush Crayfish anyways, so, like, that's, you know, my next stop. Okay, I still don't know what this is. Alright, let's exit. Man. Well, it didn't say that I got the right armor. So maybe I don't have it. Okay. Might as well check. Nope. Alright. Well, we're back to this then. It's still unfortunate that I don't have any sub-tanks, more or less. If I respawn him, will he be facing me? I guess I can't respawn him. Okay. There he is. I'm gonna have to focus again for this fight. Wait, he's not weak, the drill just multi-hits, is the feel I'm getting. Or maybe the drill just does more damage when it multi-hits, I don't know. Bruh, free me. Free me! No, 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 no! Fuck, okay. This is hard. One wrong move and I lose like half my health almost. Maybe a quarter. A quarter portion. Third. Pretty decent amount. Maybe like 2/5. I don't know. 3/7. Other prime, is it denominators? Is that what you put on the bottom? Look, it's been a while since I've had to use terms. Don't start using terminology on me. no. Jesus, there we go. No! How can this great power can be generated from within such an ancient machine? Well done, X. The victory is yours. Yay, I did well. Jesus Christ, it's gonna be harder than, like, any of the remaining Mavericks. Those 2 fights alone took like a year off my life. Alright, get me out of here. And I still have a load of exploring to do. In, like, puzzle solving and braining. I like how, you know, there was Brain Age, which was sort of this whole fad. This whole thing of like, oh, what's your brain age? And I still see, like, mobile ads use brain age as if it was some sort of objective fact and not just sort of an allegory, or not allegory, a metaphor for, like, I don't know, mental acuity, knowledge retention. But then Big Brain Academy comes along, which is also made by Nintendo. It is very similar, but a bit more minigame oriented. And they're like, no, it's not about brain age, it's about brain size, baby. I mean, that's not actually, I don't think, what it was about, but I love the concept of, like, even, you know, nowadays, I feel like big brain is still just a general slang for somebody who is very smart or wise or intelligent or charismatic or strong. Wait, hold on, no, that's a D&D character. But it's like, nah, it's not about the age of your brain, it's the size. If you have a brain age of like 7, does that mean you are not smarter than a 5th grader? Is this where the boss fight is? Oh wait, hold on. I forgot to use the thing. Okay, good. Oh, shit, okay. No. Wait, hold on. I actually kind of don't care if I die. Okay. So, note to self, even though I have the triple triad, do not stand so close to him or else he will guillotine me like Kingler. It goes. But it does more damage in proximity. Maybe I just had to, like, tank it. Nope, never mind. That was pretty good. Oh, well, I mean, I'm gonna go and use this now. He just backed up into me. He did the booty scooty. Must be thick. Alright, full catfish power. Crush crawfish. Attempt number like 72. Except way less. There we go. See, the problem was that when I was getting grappled, you would still take contact damage after he's done grappling you. It seemed like, at least. It's just a whole thing. It's like real 1-2 gut punch, real 1-2 switch, which is getting a sequel, and I don't understand why. Okay, So we just have Neon Tiger. However, I still think I need to do some exploring. Because I am missing kind of everything. And it's kind of hard for me to believe that Neon Tiger will suddenly, like, create a chain of events. I mean, it would be funny because I guess, you know, sort of ruling things out. The simplest explanation would be that, like, the one level I haven't beaten will then start off the scavenger hunt. But, like, this, it looks like I'm gonna need a platform of some sort. Yo, Gunhawk? Right, this wall. Yeah, oh man. Forgot about that one. How do I even get there? I don't think I can just take damage, so that seems like another thing that's gonna need some movement upgrade of some sort. So there's two places in this level that look suspicious. Trying to remember the level that had the hangars outdoor. I don't remember if it was this or... I don't think it was Gravity Beetle, but maybe it was. I guess I could also go back to Blizzard Buffalo. He had some stuff that I was kind of unsure about. But I at least want to get past this to make sure I'm not forgetting too much. Ah. Okay. Kind of wish I was playing this on the PS4 controller just so I could have a better D-pad, because I've been using the D-pad this whole time. Okay, it is this level that has the hanger. So... there's a few things I didn't try here. I didn't mean to do that. But so we have that. There we go. That opens this. Which has right armor. Yes! Right armor achieved. Very good. Okay. I was wondering if the like whole hanger thing was gonna have that, because that would make sense, you know. So this opens up a lot now. This is big. And I don't just mean the right armor. Is this something then? Yes, okay. Sweet. Big, big move. All right. So we got the right armor. Now we go back to Crush Crawfish. And we use the right armor thing here. And that's going to get us past that fence, I think? And there's that wall right after the floor drops. Huh? Hey, what was that? Summon my thing. Oh, I had to press the fire button. Of course. It only makes sense. Okay. So yeah, after this, kind of hold the right. There we go. Heart. Very good. Move past you there. Go down here. Get off the right armor. And light capsule? Yes! Enter this capsule, X. It's been like 10 years since you got here. It's all this body chip. This will increase your defense. Your defense shields will be enhanced and you will receive even less damage. Remember, X, your system can handle only one of the 4 enhancement chips. Enter this capsule only if you're sure you want to use this. Oh. Oh. Oh, thank you. Okay. Well, I guess let's exit for now. And then try to remember every level that has right armor in it. Blast Hornet doesn't have right armor, right? Volt Catfish did. Did it have anything to go there? Because, like, you get it at the top. I don't think it did. I want to do Blizzard Buffalo. And I think Tunnel Rhino might be next. Oh, wait, no. Tunnel Rhino, I wanted to wait till I did Neon Tiger. Okay. Yeah, that thing over there to the right. I don't know if I need right armor for it or if I need the Trill. But I'm gonna just start here and see how this goes. Okay. This works. I hope this isn't another, like, pink chip upgrade. I need a regular Wily Cap. It's a heart. Okay, good. Good, good. That's nice and acceptable. So there's that. I don't think I can go back there now to get the right armor again, though I feel like I might have missed something by not taking it. Worst case, I just restart the level. It's fine. It's fine. I'm trying to remember what else was in this level, though, other than ice. A lot of ice. He stood on a lot of ice. Hey! Oh, right. Those things in the background. Just gonna ignore them. Was there... Because I don't think I really got anything else from this level. I think that was just a health pack. These enemies. That's death in that pit, from what I remember. It's not a place to be. Then we have this room going up here. Right, that. Another thing that's high up that I can't quite reach. Oh, and there was that tornado there, yeah. I remember that now. I couldn't figure out really if there was anything important to do with it, though. Other than just, it's a way to get back up to the top. Let's see, so I go down here. Go down here, there's that. Then... yeah, it's not gonna let me get the thing to the left, so... Is there like a different type of weather I can change it to? Let's see. Okay, this might not... yeah. No, that just blew it up. Okay, cool. And I died. Well, I'm not super confident in doing anything else here for now. So then... I guess there's Gravity Beetle. And Toxic Seahorse? Right, Toxic Seahorse had a right armor spot that I was kind of suspicious of. So I should check that out. Right, there was a wall here that looked pretty suspicious. Where was it? Was it down here? No, that's just an enemy. Ow. To the left was a heart container, so I need to go up here. I know this level has a right armor machine. I don't remember where, though. That one. Wait, is the goal to get the right armor out here? Or is there a way to do that? I feel like there's something else I'm missing about some of these placements. But the only other thing I can think of is that I don't have the like charged weapon chip. Assuming that's in the game. Okay, there's no right armor out here. Oh, I didn't actually start the elevator. Whoops. I don't know. Oh. Damn it. Okay, did it respawn? Okay. I'll be more patient with it. Hope people are doing well today, by the way. It's once again extremely hot, despite me having an air conditioner in my window. Maybe I just need to like turn down the temperature on it, really. It's not been doing its job. Bit of a shame. Bit of a shame. Summer's coming in, though. I have a hard time with extreme temperatures. Somewhere in the middle, you know, that's my dream spot. But I'll take summer over winter any day, please. You know, that's better for my mental health, even if, you know, it's about same old for my physical health. At least my just physical state of being. Eternal suffering of the spotless buffering. Yeah, punch the missile. Nobody can stand the punches of my bunches. There we go. Oh, this is another pink one? Enter this capsule, X. I dare you. Install this arm chip. This chip will increase your attacking abilities. Chip allows damage to your system to be transformed and charged as weapon. Energy. You'll be able to use it to rapidly shoot charge shots. Remember, your system can only handle 1 of the 4 enhancement chips. You do not even have the part this chip will be installed in, you idiot. Have you been even reading the instruction manual? Do you need to purchase a strategy guide? What, Megaman? I don't want to use a, like, walkthrough yet. Okay. So, it looks like the right armor is not actually going to take me anywhere useful right now. Well, no, it did give me that health pickup. Toxic Seahorse. Who knows? This is probably where one of the 4 chips are. Were these guys here last time? Does this game have, like, upgraded versions of levels after you beat them once? EX versions? I mean, that would be kind of cool. Don't get me wrong. Oh, wait, hold on. Actually, yeah, let me grab these. I was like, I could just get the one at the top, but I'd rather also... Wait, no, my sub-tanks are filled, so I'm fine. Just gotta... Okay. Wait around as I get here. Ish. I mean, here-ish. Ah, damn it. thought I had to scroll the screen higher. I did not. Spoiler alert. So it should be like right after here. There's the pit that I drop in to go into the water section. And to the right, there's ride armor. So I activate this. Hop in the vehicle. And then I believe this will let me get past those fans. Oh, never mind. Ride armor cannot go in water. Unless there's like a water version of the ride armor? A ride submarine, perhaps? This isn't looking good. See, I thought I'd be able to just like ride on those. Because, you know, when you do that, they like turn into just shells. And I thought, oh, cool. CPU thread too fast. That's fun. Is there really nothing that like works here? What about Catfish Bolt? Not even Triple Triad. Damn. Did I get the other thing in this stage though? Oh, I did. It was the thing to the left that I kept climbing up and being like, wait, no, I got this. Okay. So it seems like I've about wiped this clean. From what I can tell. Just those fans. Yeah. I feel like the only thing left then that's really tangible is Slash Panther. I mean, sorry, Neon Tiger? Slash Panther's not in this one. Trying to think. Yeah, I guess so. And then hopefully this will start some sort of cascade that will allow me to purchase my tracks today. And by that I mean get fucking stuff. Hey buddy, come down for me. Okay. I actually really like that this is even like a strat you can do. It's very cool. It's not the first time they would have intentionally designed for speedruns. I feel like there's a lot of stuff in the classic series that was speedrun intentional. Really just because, like, from the start they knew that part of the appeal of the game was replaying to sort of plan new routes. Oh, right, there's spikes there. Okay. See, I cannot figure out what my aim there is. So I can only assume some other level will have the solution. Yeah, that's on me. I wasn't thinking. I was talking. And talking and thinking don't always coincide with each other, as you might be able to tell. No fiddling around. This is just gonna be race to the finish. I almost died again. Don't talk about it. Don't talk about my almost death, or I will put you in what's a city from Mega Man? What's the one from Battle Network? Is it like Net City or something? I feel like that's not at all correct, and I just made that up. We'll put you in a Capcom certificate, which is our word for a coffin. Everyone calls it a coffin. I mean... Ow. I didn't think that could actually hit me. Maybe it was just hubris. Okay. Centipede. Oh, hey, this works pretty well. I just kind of have to, like, wait for it to drop bombs on me. It does damage. Oh, hey, it actually did quite a bit of damage. Maybe that's the weakness. That's good, that's good. That was giving me some trouble, so I'm glad I worked out a plan. Now, what even exists in the rest of this level? Holes? Ooh, right armor. So, I mean, this is probably also where one of the 4 chips are. And if it's a pathway that requires right armor, I feel like so far that's only been the chips. Okay, it's not that. This side? Nope. I'm just glad I don't have to worry about those spike ball guys. The, like, grinder hammer bros. Was there actually nothing to do here relating to right armor? Like, in the slightest? Huh, okay. Well, that's fine by me. Is this the boss room? No, there's just more level. That must have been one of the Maverick Hunter rooms. Oh. Wait, did I ever actually... Right, I never actually got to the boss room itself. What if there was just something incredibly Okay, so I was trying to wall jump there, or like wall slide, and it didn't work. Just to check if the screen would start scrolling. I have learned my lesson, however, and I will not do it again. Well... What was I... Alright, I was gonna say, I never even got there, so it would be pretty funny if, like, the actual location of, like, the air dash or something was just kind of sitting out in this level. Not Chill Penguin style, but accessible. But it had a blue capsule already, so I don't know how realistic that would be. Whatever. Just, like, pull out a weapon I don't need. This one? Sure. Yeah, that works. Hey. Bomb? There we go. I only wanted the bomb so I would at least stun these things. Not have to worry about contact damage. Dragonfly. Oh. He's gone. Can I respawn you, Dragonfly? Yeah. Okay. Heart container. Contained. One life. I'll go ahead and just see how this goes. Spinning blade or something? Hey, there he is. So this means that Neon Tiger's weapon is strong against Gravity Beetle, which I think is also fairly interesting. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and sub-tank. Wait, is there going to be a story stage after this before I can go back to exploration mode? Ooh, I almost had a good stun lock there. What? There we go. I was like, he changed position. What happened? Well, if there's a story level, we'll just do it, and then I'll go back, because I think next stop is Tunnel Rhino. See what's behind boulder number 2. Yep. Any problems, Dr. Kane? I pulled some memory chips from the Mavericks controlled by Dr. Doppler, and I analyzed them and found out that Dr. Doppler is trying to create a powerful new battle body by collecting the special abilities from the latest breed of Reploids. That's what I do. First, I thought Dr. Doppler was trying to create it for himself, but the information indicates that he will not be able to interface with it. So it must be for someone else. Sigma? Can he still be alive? A hidden laboratory has been pinpointed found at Point D. Pinpoint deeded. All indications are that it is Dr. Doppler's secret lab. You need to get there immediately. On my way. It's time I put an end to Sigma for good. I'm gonna kill him. I mean, it hasn't worked quite as well in the past. Hate to be the bearer of bad news. Alright, no, we're not going to go to Dr. Doppler's lab immediately. We're obviously going to go back to Tunnel Rhino's stage with the sick Turok music looking vaporwave ass. I mean, you could probably make some work with the start of this. Maybe not this part where it's like all prog drummy. But this part's cool enough, so you don't need to really touch it up to make it good. It just is. Okay, so here's the Earth. Wait, is it Spinning Blade? No, okay. What? Wait, what? Hold on. Really? Is it? It's not drill, is it? It's not ice. It's not gravity. Tried that before. You're saying it's not that? Oh no. I thought it would be more fiery. Oh boy, okay. That's an issue. I was really, really hoping that would work. So now I'm not actually sure. I might have to look this up now. I've been kind of avoiding it because I wanted to see how well I could piece things together myself, given that I pretty much didn't remember anything about this one. Turns out I'm kind of having a time of it. It's kind of putting me in a bad way. And there's still the thing in Volt Catfish stage. Ugh. This game's confusing. Oh, I was kind of hoping it would just, like, continue to drill through that. Okay. So if it's not neon trees, what could it be? Because it's like ropes. I was really hoping that sort of setting it through those would work. but it didn't. Not that either. It's not just drill through it. It's not ice spikes. Yeah. It's not gravity, and it's not that. It's not that. So what am I missing? Isn't this the boss door? Oh no, this is this guy, yeah. The drill dozer. Oh, he killed me. Okay, let's see. Mega Man X3 air dash location. The end of the last bridge into a dash jump. Really? So it is Blizzard Buffalo stage at the end, but I can supposedly just get it. That's confusing. Okay. Back to Blizzard Buffalo. Just gotta make sure not to mess up the jump, I guess. I am glad I looked it up, because I had thought that was a jump I couldn't make without the leg upgrade. But this is telling me that's where the leg is. So like, you know, I feel like that's a pretty helpful hint. Kind of need that. I mean, I could just go into the lab without any upgrades, but I feel like that would be kind of throwing. And you know, it's more fun to have upgrades and stuff. I'm trying to tell, is that okay? There's a roof. Like, I don't think that's a, you know, an important place. I don't think there's anything I can, like, jump off the right armor to reach there. But I also couldn't remember if I checked or not. Turns out I had checked. It's not an important place for the right armor. It is just a ceiling. Coming up on this part, there's all this ice. I can fill up the sub-tank. No, I can't. I messed it up. I was supposed to wall jump off the left or something. I didn't do that in time. Go up here. That almost knocked me into the pit. I'm glad I was paying attention and holding up, which I was doing anyways. Okay. Almost here. I said, and, whoa, okay. So... I can't tell if the tornado machine is actually affecting my jump distance. Oh, yes, there we go. Jesus. Okay. Enter this capsule, X. Take this leg. The upgrade will enhance your mobility in the air. You'll be able to dash left, right, or even straight up, but not down. We have not invented down dash technology yet. Sorry, X. Maybe next time. that's hopefully gonna make my life easier. No, 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 no. Wait, I can just do that, can't I? No, okay. There's like a weird cutoff if I try to do that. Okay. So that part's done. Let's see. What else? Exit this level. Now we go to the Neon Tiger. Because I can get the capsule that I've seen like 12 times already. And by that I mean 2. But I know it exists. I've verified it. It's objectively there. I'm hoping that having like leg upgrade and all that helps. So if I remember, there wasn't actually anything up there. Right. Okay. Can I just like do this on my own now? Almost. No, okay. Yeah, the up dash is like kind of poopy. Kind of poopy. Poopy. It's not great. I do like I can kind of air brake. Also worth noting is that you cannot do a dash jump into an air dash. I don't remember if that was a thing in previous games as well. It feels like an eternity since I played the previous X games. I'm an idiot. I can just pause the game and switch weapons. Okay. There we go. Enter this capsule, X. Take this X Buster upgrade. The upgrade will increase the strength of your body charge shots. You'll be able to shoot 2 charge shots at once. Timed correctly, you can overlap the shots to create a single cross-charge shot. Upgrade will also allow you to charge energy into special weapons. You now have superpowers, X. Okay. Let's see. What do we got now? Nice. So super drill is you just hold it. It's a melee weapon. Super ice is also a melee weapon? What's with these melee weapons? Oh, and then it becomes like a lotus flower? Super gravity well. Is that? Okay. I think that's the thing that was on the Machine and Volt Catfish. That's just like a bomb. Super spinner? Big spinner. Oh, that's gotta be the thing that cuts the boulders off, right? Oh, nice. It's like a ground slam. I get it. I know the folklore. Then what's super toxicity? It's 2 balls. Yo, let's go. Up. Let's see, was there anything else in this stage that required further investigation? I actually can't remember what else was in here other than this centipede. Centipede. I think there might have been a special, like, pink chip upgrade. I don't actually remember. I think I got the heart, though, right? Because there's a sub-tank in, like, that big square area. The one that I keep shortcutting through. What? What do you put me there? I entered the door immediately, and thus I did not get to reap my reward of a big ol' health thing. Yo! Is that the like shoe upgrade letting me climb faster? Or was it arm upgrade? Either way, I'm glad that's just an upgrade and not like... Or I'm glad that's part of an upgrade and not its own thing. I liked the idea in, I want to say 8 had it, of the like climb booster, faster climb speed. His hand looks weird though. You see that? It's got like an actual like barrel on it. I don't know. Something about that looks off. Alright, let's head all of these dudes. The only thing I could think is maybe up there. Nope. I can verify there's nothing there. Oh wait, hold on, right. There was that, which I got. Okay. Let's exit then. Press start to enter the save mode. So now we go to Volt Catfish. And now we go to Volt Catfish. Volt Catfish. I'm here from X News. Wanting to get your opinions. What are your thoughts on the recent "you have a giant Donkey Kong barrel" allegations? Are they true? Are they false? Is it subject for libel? Because then we would be responsible. Or wait, no, is it like print media is libel and the other stuff isn't, and it's slander? I don't remember the terms. I know there's a whole J. Jonah Jameson bit about it, where he's like, slander? I take offense to that. It's print media, it would be libel. Or something like that. Also, something did not work there. It might have been myself. Also, I gotta say, it is very hot, so I'm probably not gonna finish Doppler's Castle today, because the rest of the game took way longer than I expected. The last, like, 4 or 3 levels, and then also, you know, all the Vile and Bite stuff was forever, and now I'm in full backtrack mode. I should probably actually take care of some of these. I gotta drop down because I lost my elevator, and I actually need that. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong elevator. It's the next one. Okay, damn. I almost got spiked again though. Let's just stay focused. There was a Pikmin 4 release date announcement, July 21st. That's very exciting. I'm not going to be able to play 2 and 3 by then, and I hope that's okay. I hope nobody's going to, like, get on my case about it. Wow, I'm surprised I didn't die from that. That was a very close call. But very excited for Pikmin 4. It technically had, like, other information in the trailer, but it was just that you create your own captain, which is kind of fun. Didn't seem like a super in-depth character creator, but it's not like it really needs to be. I mean, it's Pikmin, you know? So activate that, and yeah, it lifts the thing. And it's the light capsule. Enter this capsule, X. I dare you. Take the armor upgrade. Upgrade will decrease the damage done to your system. As you receive damage, a defense field will generate to protect you. Isn't that cool? So then... let's see. I'm close to getting all of the other... like, getting the pink chip upgrades. That hurts to look at. You know what? I'd rather not generate a defensive field. How about that, Dr. Light? Okay. So that was that. Now we gotta go back to Tunnel Rhino again. Because I swear it's gotta work with one of these. I'm assuming it's the Yo-Yo Saw Blade. Saw Yo-Yo. I guess if we were like, Yo-Yo Saw. It's two surfers from different eras, different moments in time, like Encino Man, greeting each other at the beach. Alright. So activate Yo-Yo Saw. It didn't work at all. Could it be like the earthquake? Yes, earthquake work. Quake. Cool. Good to know. Now to just remember where the other one was, and I think it was like, it might have even been after the centipede. And then there's also trying to remember which stage the damage buff pink chip was in, because I think that's the one I want the most. I don't particularly care about the arm chip. And I'm not sure if there was really anything else that sounded important or useful. I mean, I only saw 2, I guess, so the other 2 could be good. But, like, I doubt that a pink chip for legs is going to be useful. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know what the strat is. The wisdom of the experts. Those before me. Okay. Oh wait, the first one was on crushed crawfish, I believe. Okay. So we gotta see what's behind this door though. Oh yeah, and then there is, I think, Gravity Beetle had a energy tank. Enter this capsule, X. Take the sensor upgrade. Upgrade will help you to find hidden items based on the satellite readings. Be able to tell the exact location of items using ground-penetrating radar. Isn't that pretty neat? So is this something I have to equip again? I don't think so. I mean, I'm definitely curious what that actually means. I might as well progress through the rest of the level. Kill the drill dozer. Drill the kill dozer. Kill Captain Kill. Kill Captain Clown. Clown around. I love that when I take damage, it flashes really bright. And when I deal damage, it flashes really bright. They really like flashing lights in this sort of era. I mean, I've been playing pinball, so like, I've been growing a bit more accustomed to it, but this one's pretty bad. It's like reflecting off of my mic pop stand. Maybe just because it's like a bright white teal, you know? Like a fluorescent color. So I can't believe he blocked both of those, and then he's dead. Okay. Oh right, and then Blast Hornet has like 2 things that I couldn't get. Though one of them might have been Ride Armor related. Alright. This part of the level. trying to remember, did Boomer Kawanger have a boomerang move? I feel like the spitting blades or whatever I got from Crushed Crawfish, they don't feel very crushing, but they definitely feel very boomer. Oh no. Okay, so there's nothing. Cool. Gonna continue the world tour of upgrades. I think that's all the armor upgrades outside. Oh no, there is one more, it looks like. The helmet was non-canon. So here, though. There's nothing down there from what I remember. But there is a place I couldn't reach by just jumping. Which sounds like a good, like, novel title. That's a good book name. Yeah, here. It's a ride armor machine. That's interesting. A ride armor machine that also needed the air dash to get. That lets me get... No? Oh no! Oh god, there's totally something over there. Oh, do I have to, like, dash jump and then eject myself? It sucks that if I die, I have to do the elevator ride again, because this part's kind of boring. Whoops. No. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, can I do something like this? Oh, I can. Okay, that's a little better. A little more manageable. So I'm gonna grab this, but before I move off of it, I need to verify something. So if I do dash jump, eject, I cannot do another air dash. Okay. Oh, but it launches me anyways. Okay. I think I just have to do it near the peak of my jump then. Oh, okay. I couldn't tell if I had hit the ceiling or if I had just... if I wasn't going to be able to move that far. Seems like it was the former. Oh, okay. So, dash jump and then Yoshi jump near the peak of the jump. That might not even make it, but I don't know what else to do. This doesn't have, like, the charge punch, right? Yeah. There we go. Oh, it's Pink Chip again. God damn it. Enter this capsule, X. Install this energy chip. It'll allow you to recover energy. Stand still and your energy level will slowly increase. The system can handle only one of the 4 enhancement chips. Enter this capsule only if you dare. You do not even have the part this chip will be installed in. Come back later, buckaroo. Okay. So that's a little unfortunate. I was hoping for something more substantial. What else is in this stage? Was this the one that had the, like, hazy area? Because I thought that was Gravity Beetle. But it could be just, like, out of this area. And regular one? Yeah. I was trying to do the double shot there, but it did not pan out exactly. Okay. Simple and clean. Nice and easy. Keep moving. And then it's this part coming up here. Yeah. No. Wait, no, this is this part. The part that gave me the right armor. Shit. Wait. Was there anything after this? I don't remember if I checked if there was like a ledge with any goodies. Oh wait, no, there was a heart container. God, okay. Yeah, I forgot this is where the right armor came from. Okay. So I guess it is Gravity Beetle that I'm looking for? Let's go check that out. So let's see, we have... Trying to remember, Blizzard Buffalo has arm. Crushed Crawfish has armor. That had energy? I don't remember what else I was looking for. Right, and then Toxic Seahorse has the underwater area that's very mysterious. I do not at all know what to do about. It's actually like way faster to climb the ladder than to double jump, which is kind of funny. Doing the up dash has that like air stall, which is also kind of neat. The way you can like tap it to just air brake. I doubt it's going to be useful because I feel like if I'm ever jumping, it's usually with the express intent to air dash or dash jump. Ooh, there we go. So that looked like a new type of right armor. F. F. Still don't know what the deal with the sensor is. Unless there's like hidden breakable walls that it's supposed to help with. So then, just thinking to myself, I got the heart piece that was in this level already. I don't think there's much else for me to get, other than just, again, use this opportunity to charge up my sub-tanks. Does this, like, flip spots? I could have sworn it was on the right, but maybe that was a different level. I feel like I'm being gaslit by the game. I don't know why. Why they would gaslight me or why I feel that way. Right. Was this another one of these? Also really need to see what F is. Flight? Fin? It is flight. Oh. Wait, is it flight? Hold on. I feel like a prank is being pulled on me. Unless it's like firepower. It has a propeller on its back. I'm like, what is it doing? Yeah, it looks like it should be able to like, I don't know, move? Unless it's float. What if it's the float armor? And that's like a submarine. And then those are torpedoes. Now we're borrowing Wakely's from the same Blockbuster video. I got the thing there. Okay, Toxic Seahorse is like the only place I can think of that has anything notable that I haven't really looked at. I think most of the other locations I've pretty thoroughly explored. You know, it's like on the Outer Wilds map. This is the only place that has a little exclamation mark. Exclamation mark? When you're doing Mad Libs with your friend Mark, and you need an explanation mark has its own sort of implications here. I put an explanation mark on there. Explanation? Yeah, he told me to give him one. Okay. Is this even a thing? I like don't... These stages are not gelling in my brain. I'm not absorbing them and internalizing them. What if it's frog armor? Like the frog suit? Because like frog suit in Mario hops instead of moves and runs normally. But then it swim. Can this swim? Kind of looks like if you mix Frog and Robo from Chrono Trigger. You can! Oh my god, yes, yes, yes. Wait, wait. No, 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 no. Leave me be. What was that about? I'm really confused on the mechanics of this, I will say. So you can do like a big jump. Oh, you charge it up? No? Someone please explain. I defeated the fans. So I mean it's okay for me to just do this? Got me here, which is another pink. It's not a blue. Do this capsule X, install this leg. This chip will enable you to dash in the air twice in a row. With the chip, your mobility there will be greatly enhanced. Well, I don't know. Alright, I gotta see where the energy upgrade is. Oh, energy, I see. Energy you equip on the helmet. I don't get what the helmet does still. Oh wait, it's on stage select? I didn't even notice. Let's see. Right, okay, okay. So it seems like I only have heart upgrades left. And a sub-tank. And maybe right armors. I feel like I'm missing something. You're right. There was also the ability to go up there. How many hearts do I have? Oh, right. Doesn't say here. Is there no way to make these, like, not hurt me? It looks like I'm supposed to use them as, like, skipping stones. Unless I need the right armor again. Which I still don't really understand how it works. Let's see. Or not skipping stones, stepping stones. That makes more sense. Okay, so... to go here... So when I mash, it does this. A few times. Oh, I guess I just have to like mash B and not even press A? I'm not sure I understand. There's those. If I were to go this way... No, I lost it! No! I just wanted to see if there was a secret surprise. Actually, though, wasn't it, like, pretty close to here? Oh, right, but I can't... I can't, like, air dash and wall jump unless I had that upgrade. Alright, let's try this one more time. And then I think I might end stream after this. I just want to see if there's actually anything over there. This is just a weird ability, I guess. Okay, maybe I can get it like this. Let's do this a few times. No, I lost it. Ah, damn it. I just want to climb on that wall. I know I can do it. Assuming that pressing B like that doesn't count as a dash, which I guess I'm not actually sure. But it feels like right there within my grasp. I just wish I didn't have to use this shitty walker. It's like the thing from Shadow the Hedgehog. The ungodly, like, jump machine? God damn it. Alright. Well, clearly it doesn't want me to enter there. Let me just see. So I supposedly have... I feel like this doesn't actually help me. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. I meant to just save. I mean, it doesn't look like I have the visor. Maybe I do? Maybe the red head thing? Let's see, I should have... No? Wait, is that... I have arm and leg, I know that much. And it looks like... I actually can't tell. Yeah, I have body. Did I just not get the helmet upgrade? I guess I didn't. Well, that's weird. Anyways, I'm gonna end stream there for today because I'm, like, really sweating. It's pretty bad. So, for now, I'll end with that. We're gonna take another day to have to beat this game, unfortunately. But, you know, after that, I mean, there's still X4, X5, X6, and then 9, 10, 11, and then Street Fighter X Mega Man. But we've got eyes on the prize. Just gotta work through the last few parts of this game. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Have a good one.